Hello, everyone. Welcome to our weekly spin into the stillness. I'm Reverend Rob Benashak, aka the Spiritual Spinister. And yes, it is time to be still. It is time to reflect. It's time to relax and get to know our deep self, our divine me, just a little bit better. I'm glad you've joined us. We are in the process of doing a little impromptu, unofficial month of me during March, really focusing on getting to know that divine me better. And even more than that, expressing that love for that divine me, for the deep me, for the me that transcends whatever I'm experiencing here in this physical space. So, in the spirit of this, let us get to know the divine me, the deep me, a little bit better. We will start with our two-step process before we actually go into meditation. And our first step is to, of course, set an intention for our meditation. And this is just so that we can offer some focus. We can give the universe information, and we can let that deep self know what we want to experience, what we want to know in this time that we are centered and quiet. So we can be meditating to get guidance about an issue that's going on in our lives. We could be meditating to find more relaxation throughout our day if we find ourselves stressed. That's a very personal reason, and it's your reason. That's why you're here. This is your meditation. And so by setting this intention, you are articulating really for you more than anything else, just for you, so that you know what is going on with you. Our goal for stillness is more awareness of what is happening in our minds in response to what is going on around us. So let's set that intention. And again, I like to write it on a little slip of paper, just like this one, because if we were gathered together in person, I would invite you to bring that intention that you've written down up to me, and I would throw it into a flaming bowl. And because we are not in person, but we do have the miracle of technology and can still experience this together, I'm going to invite you to write it down, or if you don't want to put it on a slip of paper or don't have that paper, you can just kind of scratch it out on your palm, so that when you're meditating, you can kind of energize that intention in your palm, and that energy can get sent to me. And I'm going to have another little slip of paper, a little ticket that I can write the words, everyone's intentions. And when I do that, that can serve as the proxy. And so I'll take that piece of paper and I will throw that into our burning bowl, and that will serve as your intentions as well. So it's simple. Again, you don't have to make this complicated, one or two words or a sentence or so, just to let you know what you are looking to happen for you during this time we have together. So go for it. Write down that intention. So I set mine. Set yours. You can see this says everyone's intentions. And again, these will be energized while we meditate. And let us move on to part two of our meditation preparation. And that is, we will draw a card, an oracle card from a deck called the Star Codes Astro deck. This deck of cards is I think it's just a really beautiful deck. I've really enjoyed the messaging that it offers. It's always made sense and it's always been relevant to whatever I am intending. And I just think it's a very simple kind of insight and prescription as well. So we will shuffle the deck and then I will draw the top card from the deck so that I'm not reaching into the cards and pulling out my own um, intuitive draw. But instead, if we can all agree that the top card is the card that represents all of us, then I just draw the top card. That's the easy part. So, as I say every week, I love this deck and I would like to get through the deck before moving on, which seems to be a little bit of a challenge because the deck likes to show us cards that we may have seen before. And that does happen several times. So the card draw is the card draw. Even if we've seen this card before, it likely applies to whatever issue you have or whatever question you've asked or whatever intention you've set in a different way than it did the previous time that we drew it. Either that or that card is a persistent message for us because we might have not heard it the first time in relationship to the bigger picture in our lives. So either way, the draw is the draw, the message is the message. And I'm curious. And I've intentionally not gone through and studied the cards so that I can have that same kind of aha with you when we draw them. And this is the time that I can invite you to please, if you haven't, hit that like button on wherever you're watching this, subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the Facebook page, and then you can join these meditations from whichever platform you prefer. So maybe it'll be a new one. Maybe, maybe. All right, top card. Here we go. And that card for the week is this is a beautiful card. To be honest with you, I don't remember if we've drawn it before. Venus. I'll put the card down for you to see. The card is Venus. The message of the card is beloved. What a beautiful message for today and this week. So I'm going to put the card down and bring it back up onto the screen for you to look at while I read more about that card. And there it is. So take a look at the card as I read more about it. And again, see if the artwork resonates with your intention, as well as what I'm reading about the card. See how it fits in to that intention that you've set. And then we will meditate. Venus symbolizes your heart, romance, and the creative process. It's what attracts you, what you value, and how you value yourself. Well, it's in line with what our messaging is then. Venus is inside Earth's orbit and takes 224.7 Earth days to complete the journey. Venus rules Taurus and Libra and can be only in the same sign as the sun or in the two signs on either side. Venus is one of two planets who appear to rotate backward, an apt symbol for your heart's unique path. It rotates so slowly that one side is always boiling, the other side cooler. Love blows hot and cold. Our action this week for the card: soften, charm, and open the heart. Investigate how you can make the situation more beautiful, more fair, and more lovely. Remember this Venetian truth. People are fascinated by those who find them fascinating. Use diplomacy and seduction and let others come to you. Engage creativity, generosity, and affection. Venus calls you to your heart to romance, sings to you as a creative muse, asks you what you value and what you want enough to get yourself in trouble. Come to know your heart, know what you're passionate about, and when you stir others' passions. When your heart hurts, you can express the higher notes of Venus through acts of compassion, affection, or creativity. All become medicine for you, for your sore heart. Pull out the art supplies and paint how you feel. Rescue a puppy. Help a person who needs loving kindness even more than you do. The challenge of this card, emotions run strong and passions are intense. Be wary of crimes of passion, love, addiction, or looking for love in material things. If you're fascinated by the superficial aspects of Venus, you can get caught up in appearances or become blind in love. Look deeper. The gift of this card, Venus encourages a loving heart. To heal your own heart and become a Venusian beacon to the world around you, develop what the Buddhists refer to as Maitri, loving, kindness, benevolence, friendliness, and active interest in others' well-being. Beloved, though, is the theme. And that is a very beautifully intense word that I'm excited to explore in meditation. So this is where we get comfortable. You want to choose a space, you want to choose a position that you are comfortable and yet remain alert so that you can experience the sounds and the dialogue that hopefully the conversation that you're having with your deep you, with your divine you. And once again, I want to remind everybody that we are in, our own respective places, wherever that may be. You might be in an office, you might be in your home, you might be in your home office. You might be hearing ambient noise along the way that might be distracting to the meditation. You might hear my dogs bark, you might hear a siren where you are. But just use that opportunity, if it startles you, to kind of whip back around, to go deep once again. We are blessed if we have created this little private space, this little sacred time that we can be alone and reflective and reasonably quiet in the stillness. But life happens, and our aspiration, it's not really a goal, but our aspiration certainly is to be able to be still wherever we are, whenever we are. So regardless of the situation, if we can find that stillness in our heart, then that's how we can move forward. That's how we evolve. That's how we become better. So let me get our music going. So let's begin by breathing deeply. And again, when we breathe, we want to breathe in fully. You want to inhale completely. You want to hold for a moment, and then you want to exhale nice and slowly. And then as you finish that exhalation, just pause a moment before you breathe in again. So we breathe in, pause, exhale slowly, pause. And each time you are exhaling that breath, become more and more relaxed. Just feel your body. Imagine it becoming softer and softer as you do. And I like us to take 2 deep breaths together while we remain with our eyes open. And then on that last breath, you can just allow your eyes to close slowly and flutter closed. I will keep the card back up on the screen so that you can just take a look at it if you need to. Just kind of open your eyes for a crack and kind of bring it all together in your mind when you are going deep into you. So let's take that first deep breath in together and hold and exhale slowly and hold. And again with the second breath and hold and exhale slowly. And now our third breath together. And hold. And exhale slowly. Allow those eyes to close. Now our breathing remains intentional. So let us continue to inhale deeply and exhale slowly. And with each breath, we become more and more relaxed. And as we become more and more relaxed, I want you to imagine the center of your chest, where your heart chakra is. Just imagine it beginning to glow a bright green light. It starts as a pinpoint and begins to grow brighter and brighter. And as it grows and glows more and more brightly, imagine that light creates a portal in your chest, right there where your heart chakra is spinning with this green light. And that portal begins to open slowly. And it opens into a vast universe deep within you. Opening wider and wider. And so it's almost like your body has its outline, but everything that's inside that body is an infinite universe inside you. And you imagine your essence feel your essence, that part of you that is beyond your physical, the part of you that is thinking these thoughts. Imagine that essence traveling inward into this universe. So it's almost like it's getting pulled in, but it's just to you, because this is the universe inside you. So as you feel the pull of your essence inward, And as you release any resistance to going inward, it begins to feel like a delightful, peaceful, journey into you. In this universe, there are stars and planets. And while we can't see exactly what the forms are, there's so much life teeming in this universe. And that life that is teeming includes the physiology, the cells that make up our body. But it also includes the thoughts that we are thinking all the time. We have entered into our being. And we feel ourselves pulled more and more deeply. It's not a forceful pull, it's a magnetic pull. Feel that essence being drawn closer and closer to this infinite center. And as we are drawn in, we begin to notice ahead of us begin to notice another pinpoint light. And that light is white, 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 white. This whitest light you can imagine in that pinpoint. And our essence approaches this light as we float inward, being drawn as a magnet. And we become closer and closer to it. And we, as our essence, find ourselves warmed by this light. And we also see more clearly with this light of illumination. But that sight is not eyesight. This light shines brightly on our essence, on our being, on our authentic self. For this beautiful, bright, white light is the deep me. It is the deep you. It is my divine me. It is your divine me. And in its presence we feel so safe and so loved. So much so that we cannot help articulating these words. I love me. And we say this because we see our divine me as exquisitely perfect essences that we are aligned with, but we can also have communication with. So this divine me is me, and any separation that I may feel from this higher or deeper being is only an illusion. And we realize that this divine me, this deep me, is always there. Is always providing us with all that we need to know. And this gives us such joy, because this divine me always has our back, even when we do not choose to know it, even when we like to act like we don't understand or we don't know what to do. The divine me knows what is best for me. And I know this so deeply in this space as I greet the divine me as this beautiful white light. This divine me, this deep me, is the beloved. And as we know this, we once again can't help ourselves but to have these words come from us. I love me, the beloved. I, the beloved, love me. I am the beloved. I am me. I love me, the beloved. And the beloved has a message for us, for all of us. That when we know our beloved, when we open our hearts to our beloved, without hesitation, without trying to second guess our safety or our faith, when we open and surrender our heart with the beloved, compassion can't not happen. Generosity can't not happen. Loving kindness is assured. And our message tonight is, when we do not know where to begin or where to turn or how to make any of our life happen. We just need to start with the beloved inside. When I love me, I love others. When I love the beloved in me, I see the beloved in others. Regardless of how they appear as characters in this narrative of our life, when I know the beloved in me, I experience the beloved in others. And the beloved reminds us to love ourselves enough to not be hard on ourselves about it, but also to really find moments in our day to express our love and gratitude to our beloved. And now with all of this love of the beloved, for the beloved, and with the beloved within us, let's begin our journey back to our physical body. And just like that magnet pulled us into our deep, deep, deep center, so does it pull us back a little more quickly to our physical body. So we feel our essence being drawn out from the center more and more and more. It's almost like we back up our essence into the body that is still there, breathing deeply, holding that space here in the earth plane. As we're drawn back into our body and we feel our essence settle in, and we feel it animate our physical body, we can feel our fingers and toes. We feel alive with the love of the beloved. We feel alive with beloved. As we settle back into our bodies, we take 3 quick breaths to return completely. So let's inhale and exhale quickly. Inhale again. And exhale quickly. And one more deep breath. Inhale. And exhale quickly as we open our eyes together. Yes. Ooh. Once again, I marvel at the synchronicity and what my personal journey and with the journey I've tried to share with you this month is in sync with the readings that we have been having, particularly this one. So thank you for helping me be in this community and to be the channel for this awareness of me and for us to be able to share it together. Which means I would love it if you would share with me your experiences in the comments, if at the very least to say hello and that you were here either during the live stream tonight or whenever you choose to watch or listen. I'm so grateful that you do. I'm so grateful for any comments And I'm just grateful that you have made this a part of your regular practice each week, which hopefully can turn into more days of the week. But again, this is your time. And I, again, am very, very happy to be here with you and my regular pals, Sue and Kathleen, on Zoom. And let's see if anybody else is online watching now. But again, if I don't catch you now, then I still can see if you were to leave a comment in the comment section if you're watching the recording, and I'm grateful for those comments. There's Monica. Hello, Monica. Good to see you. Good to see you again. And if I missed anybody else, let us know that this community is important. Community is important now more than ever. So let's continue to build this one. Let's continue to experience our life and be supportive and love ourselves. So have a wonderful. Oh, we need to burn our things. Almost forgot, but I didn't forget, did I? No, I didn't. Here goes one. Here goes two. And as they go away into the ether, so we release our attachment to them so they can be returned. And that is it for this evening. Thank you for being here. I will meet you back here next week, same time. Also, try to catch the Monday Instagram postings, or actually Tuesday morning Instagram postings of the Monday meditation moment on my Instagram feed. So, a couple ways you can get some meditation stillness throughout the week. And looking forward to sharing more with you in this coming year. Happy spring. I love you. Good night.